You ever get that feeling that you were meant for something more? Like there's this other version of you, a whole other life, just waiting to be unlocked? Well, today we're going to break down the exact mindset that separates the average from the absolutely phenomenal. And here's the thing, it has nothing to do with where you start. It's all about one single decision you make right here, right now. It's the choice to win.
Okay, let's just dive right into this one. Look, we all want to be comfortable, right? It's human nature. But here is the trap, the crucial point. The second you get too comfortable, you stop growing. You get complacent. And that single idea, that one thought, is the spark for everything else we're going to talk about. Your comfort zone is the enemy of the future you want.
So this is really the question it all boils down to. Are you going to accept a guaranteed existence, just settling for good enough? Or do you want the challenges, the risks, and that incredible thrill of real fulfillment? It is your right to be uncommon, to choose opportunity over just feeling secure. But it all kicks off with a decision, so I'll ask you straight up. Are you ready? All right, so that leads us to our first major area of focus, mastering your inner world. Because here's the truth. Before you can even think about conquering some external challenge, you have to win the war that's happening inside your own head. The most important thing to get is this. Your only real competition is you. I mean, just think about it. That alarm clock goes off. What's the first thing that happens? Your brain starts negotiating, doesn't it? Come on, just 5 more minutes. It's fine, you can start fresh tomorrow. That moment right there, that's the first battle of the day. And trust me, those 15 extra minutes of sleep are not worth the rest of your life. Winning that first fight sets the entire tone for your day.
And the way you do this is incredibly practical. You don't just sit around hoping for a better mindset, you actually build it. You make a conscious choice to shut down negative thoughts. Use that 5-second rule. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go, and you launch yourself out of bed before your brain can even protest. And you have to kill the comparison game. Your journey is not their journey.
Wow. This quote just gets right to the heart of it all. The external stuff, the money, the success, all the things people see, that's just a byproduct. The real work, the hardest part of the whole journey, is rewiring your own brain to believe that you deserve it, to believe that it's even possible for you. That belief, that's the foundation for everything. Okay, now we're going to get into an idea that might sound a little backwards at first. We spend most of our lives trying to avoid pain, right? But what if that's the completely wrong strategy? The reality is, pain is coming no matter what you do. It's inevitable. So the only choice you really have is what kind of pain you're willing to go through to get the growth you want. It doesn't matter who you are, an entrepreneur, an athlete, a stay-at-home parent, it doesn't matter. Pain is just part of the deal. You are going to face challenges, you're going to face giants on your path. There is no version of life that is free from hardship. So the question isn't if you're going to hurt, but how. And so here's the choice, laid out, plain, and simple. You can choose the pain of discipline. The sore muscles from a workout, the mental exhaustion from studying late. That pain always has a reward waiting for you. Or you can choose the pain of regret. And that's that quiet, nagging disappointment of knowing you could have done more, been more. One pain changes you, the other one just hurts you. And that's the bottom line, right there. It's about consciously choosing a pain that builds your legacy, not one that leaves you years from now wondering, what if? You have to make an active decision. Which heart are you choosing today? The one that builds you up or the one that slowly breaks you down? Okay, so you've decided you want to be uncommon. You have picked your hardship, you've chosen the pain of discipline. Now what? Well, now we have to talk about the cost. Because make no mistake about it, the future you want is expensive, and it demands payment up front. I want you to just imagine the person you want to become in, say, 5 years. Picture them. That person is looking back at you right now, desperately hoping you make the hard choice, hoping you put in the work today. Because if you grind now, you get to shine later. Your future self will literally thank you for the sacrifices that the you of today is making. And look, this price isn't just about money. It's your time. We're talking about those 3 a.m. wake-up calls and late nights. It's giving up your comfort zone and saying goodbye to the person you used to be. It's sacrificing your fear, your pride, that one vice you know is holding you back, and yeah, even relationships that don't fit with your vision anymore. Extraordinary goals demand extraordinary sacrifices.
All right, so this is where it all comes together. This is our final section, execution. Because a phenomenal vision, a huge dream, it's totally useless without daily action. It all comes down to this. You have to learn how to win the day. Just win today. And then wake up and do it all over again tomorrow.
Now, to really see this in action, let me tell you this story. The person speaking was in prison. Just let that sink in for a second. An external situation that seemed completely, utterly hopeless. A storm that looked like it was never, ever going to end.
And yet, right in the middle of all that chaos, he decided to make a stand. He realized that even when you can't control your circumstances, you can always control your choices. He found the courage to face himself, and he discovered a really simple truth. Hard work works. Good choices always create new opportunities.
And here it is. This is the proof. He wasn't supposed to get out until 2024. But because he made the choice to win the day, every single day, even in the toughest circumstances you can imagine, he got out 11.5 years early. That is the power of consistent execution.
So how do you actually do this? How do you get better every single day? Well, it's not enough to just do the work. You have to work on your work. What does that mean? First, you study it. You become your own performance coach. Second, you critique it. You examine, you measure, you evaluate how you're doing. And third, you reflect on it. You have to step back to really understand the how and the why behind what you're doing. That's the secret to real progress.
And the goal here is not to become some kind of superhero overnight. The goal is simple, it's powerful, and it's totally achievable. Just be 1% better than you were yesterday. That's it. That's the whole game. Small, consistent progress. That is how you build a championship life.
And this is the mindset you have to carry with you every single day. It is a relentless commitment. There are no days off when you're truly in love with the person you are called to become. You don't quit. You don't surrender. You just keep fighting. The game is not over until you win.
So, there it is. Consider this your official wake-up call. The framework is right here. The choice is right in front of you. The only question left is the one you see on the screen. What are you going to do today to get one step closer to the future you are meant to have?